Oh!
Oh, oh my God.
Hey guys, Saxy here, and welcome back to another race. Welcome to Monaco GP. For you guys, it is the second of the big three motorsport races of Indianapolis 500, this, and 24 Hours of Le Mans. For us, this is the first one being recorded, so it's a bit interesting once, whatever. Doesn't matter. We've got 5 people here tonight, starting off with your driver on pole. You have Ryan and the Ferrari.
My arms.
Key 4, because it has them in weird order, because I don't know, is Colin and the Red Bull. P3 is Taffi and the Toro Rosso. P2 is Smity and the McLaren. And last and least, it is Ricky and the Williams.
That was disappointing. That was upsetting. You didn't
What?
have to do him like that. You didn't have to do him like that. I have to fight for Ricky on that one. You didn't have to do him like that.
Fine. Last but not least, there are worst.
Oh, he's definitely least. I'm just saying. You didn't have to do him like that.
All 5 cars lined up on the grid, ready for the lights.
Lights.
As there's the green flag. It was a bit laggy, so I couldn't get to see who got the best start. But they're going to go into turn 1. Whoa! Big crash for somebody! Caution flag is immediately being waved. Slow it down. That was a big one. As it is past the grid, they'll hit back to green.
Zone, please.
And there's the green flag. Do not bunch people up like that anymore. Because that gave you a massive lead when you shouldn't have it like that. But besides that, Ryan has already made an overtake. He's gotten around the Red Bull, now on the back end of the front two, and he's going to go right through Ricky, and he's looking to get around Smity. I know there's no collision right now. It's because they were going slow. It'll get there eventually. Now Colin goes for the overtake over Ryan. He's going to go wide. That's going to leave Ryan back to it, but it's going to be a dicey fight. Ryan with the best out turn through there. They're trying to sort it out. Smity with the lead right now in the command. Ryan makes his way up to P2 just like that in about half a lap. That is what you want to see out of that Ferrari. He wants to get back up to this lead as the Red Bull goes flying through the turn. He's going to miss the turn. It's going to slow him down. But now Ryan's got his eyes on his main competitor for tonight. Oh, he's going to clip the wall. That's one car around. That is going to be the dangerous spot for tonight, that wall right there. As now it's a battle between the Toro Rosso and the Red Bull to take over second place for tonight. Oh, Colin's going to miss the final turn. But it looks like Taffi may have slid out of exit. That's going to move her behind Ricky as well. Not what you wanted to see at all. This opening start has been troublesome for everybody except for your race leader. Smity with some very clear air now just has to breathe. Take a bit of time just getting around the lap. It's the longest lap count we've had, I'm pretty sure, for a road course. So just take your time. You've got a bit of a gap. Keep the tires cool. Don't overuse them. That's how you hurt yourself in this in the long run, is overusing those tires, putting more pressure on them. This will be the first time we get a different road course winner since Daytona with Jay's win. Oh, no? Sorry, that's not what I meant by that. I'm dumb. Shut it. But this is going to be the first time Jay isn't here to really defend his road course ring. He's been here every single road course except for 2. So this is the third time we've missed him in one of these races. Currently racing IRL at NOLA Motorsports Park, so everybody go wish him some good luck. I know this is coming out a lot later from when he's doing that, but wish him some luck on his season. Besides that, back into our race. Once again, Smity just trying to checking out, pulling gaps. Nobody really able to put the pressure down. Colin is the next closest, but the other guys are struggling to keep some grip right here, trying to keep the thing consistent. That's what's going to hurt some of these guys, is keeping consistent laps. Keep it out of the wall as much as possible. That is what's going to hurt people here today, is just keeping it going forward. We've already seen it with a couple of contacts with the wall from the Ferrari and some other cars. The Ferrari got it all the way up to second and then made a minor mistake. Just went a little too wide, clipped the wall, and went wee. Into the braking point. Oh, a little bit of issue there for the Toro Rosso. Looks like collision still might be off for a couple of these guys.
Yeah, I was gonna say mine is.
Okay. Interesting. I mean, it really doesn't matter that much. Honestly, that might be a benefit to you right now.
Honestly. Taking what I can get right now.
Yep. As you get our in-race report from Ryan, trying to work his way through traffic, got around 2 of them, back up to P3, but now has got to put a challenge down if he wants to get anywhere close to Smity, and he's going to make a mistake in the turn 1. Not enough to get him back with those back 2 guys, but definitely enough to hinder his time. He's going to have to be patient, get the laps down. All he's got to do here tonight is just focus. Hope there's a caution. He's going to hope for a 2-car pile-up, or... excuse me. 2 more single-car incidents that a car does go around, not just bounces off the wall, but actually goes around. That will be his saving grace right now, because he has got a lot of time to make up. This, like I said, is going to be one of the hardest events, probably the hardest event that we have on the schedule for this year. Oh, and that's going to be another mistake out of Ryan. That corner has called him out many times, and it is not working out well tonight. He has got to get a grip. He wants to defend his 2 F1 2012 wins by going back in the Ferrari, trying to see if he can finally put himself back in victory lane in one of these Formula 1 races. Going back a couple of years from those races of cars, but he wants to put this thing back in victory lane. Everybody else also trying their hardest, trying to get themselves into victory lane. Colin trying to break his losing streak of 12 races. This race would be race number 13. Taffi trying to put herself finally in victory lane, be the first woman to win a race, and lead some laps here tonight as well. Smity just trying to prove that he can go out and win again. And Ricky's just trying to prove that he can do something that isn't Rockingham. They all have something to prove tonight.
Word from Smity, he's saving tire.
Kind of figured, because Colin's catching up to him. Oops, that's me. Colin has caught the race leader. But he's got to not let that get to his head. Keep the laps consistent.
Hey, I made that turn.
Keep your laps consistent. Force the leader into a mistake, even though he's saving tires. The more mistakes a driver makes, that's going to hurt them further in the race. As now Smity pulls a little bit away from Colin there in that last sector. As he's trying to put the pressure down, but it looks like Smitty's just kind of eating it up right now, just putting the pace down.
Ricky said he went fully around.
Okay, well that'll be one more for a caution. Colin trying his hardest to keep up with the race leader. Like I said, tonight could be the night he finally puts himself back in victory lane. It has been over a year, recording-wise, since he has been in victory lane. Obviously, for you guys, that's not been as long, Some videos came out a little bit later than anticipated, but it has been a long time for Colin to be back in victory lane. He wants to end that drought here tonight.
Holy shit, I saw that lead down in 2 seconds that lap.
Colin looking very good through this beginning part of the lap. Even if Smity is saving, Colin still looks really good. Not doing half bad, keeping it off the walls. Oh, that one wasn't such a good turn. Didn't open up the entry as much. Bad exit there as well. That's going to allow Smity to pull a little bit away. Colin really trying to reel in this leader, though. Ooh, Colin, that was pushing it. He got the wall, but didn't hit the same little kink in the wall that Ryan hit. And then proceeds to make a mistake in the following turn. This is what's been keeping Smity up front. These little mistakes, one after another from Colin, have just allowed Smity just to keep the gap. If he can iron out some of these mistakes, it would be perfectly fine for him. He's able to catch a good bit in this first little part of the track. I got a major lag spike. There we go. Another major lag spike. Oh boy. It's getting fun. Colin trying his hardest to close up. Ooh, gets on the little curb there. Not what you want to see. Trying to keep this gap to Smity as small as possible. Why am I lagging so bad right now? There we go. Cleared up for a second. Oh, mistake there from Colin. Slid it through the bus stop. Not what you want to see. That's going to allow Smity to pull a little bit further away. Like I said, every mistake means every little bit of a difference. Now here comes Ryan putting the pressure down. Excuse me, I'm struggling. Now Ryan put the pressure down to take second place. He gets around Colin, no problem, but now he has got to put the pedal down. He has found his way back up to where he wants to be, but he's got to chase down Smity. Put the laps down. Force Smity to make a mistake when you don't. Every mistake is costly here tonight. More than ever.
Ricky says he's pitting.
Okay. First car to hit pit road. Remember, you have to stay for 2. Alright, he's good. But now Ricky's got to go. The leaders are definitely going to get him if this thing stays green to the end. Which that could also play a factor here. If Ricky stays unghosted, he could be a threat to those leaders. This track is very hard to get around people. Matter of fact, let's see where he's at. He is only a few turns ahead of Smity. If you're Smity, you want that man to hit the pedal and go. If you're Ryan, you want to see that car hold up that silver car ahead of you. As now Colin is finally heating up again. He gets close to Ryan, makes a mistake that's going to allow Ryan to breathe a little bit better. Now Ryan can also see the race leader right ahead of him. What?
Anytime we talk about Colin, he gets distracted.
Ah. There's a little bit of lax back there, but this is definitely what Ryan wants to see. He is getting closer to that race leader. Put yourself in the position to force him into a mistake without making one yourself. He is going to be your biggest competition here tonight. And strategy does come into play with pit cycle.
You spun?
Who?
Toast.
Did she fully go around?
She fully got around, but 360.
Well, that would still be a caution. Caution flag is out. Alright, they're gonna go green this time. Had a little bit of an issue there. Finally got a caution halfway through this race pretty much. Smitty leads them back to the line. Oh, stack up there. Colin got on the back end of the Ferrari. As there's the green flag, able to get it going before Ryan did, able to get a little bit of a gap. As that's going to cycle through here. But now Ryan and Smitty have to get going here. These two are your fastest two cars all day. Has some issues there for collision, and that's going to be another caution. Getting ready to go green. Green flag in the air. Ryan's got to put the pressure down here. Not make a mistake.
Thank you.
They got to give each other space. Smitty with a very wide entry through the turn. Oh, very wide exit there. This has played out perfectly for Ricky. If things go the way right now, if he keeps at least a consistent lap, which is very unlikely, but if he keeps a very consistent lap, he has the best odds here. He's the only one that has made a stop. Everybody else has to hit pit road. Very, very tricky bus stop there for your front three. As somehow Ricky is held up with your front two leaders.
This tire, probably.
You're not wrong, but still, it's impressive. That means he's also not made a whole lot of mistakes. Whoa, Smitty!
Oh, I was not expecting that.
Whoa, sliding out of the Ferrari! Not what he wanted to see. It closed up to Smitty. Smitty took a very wide line. Colin and Taffi both the pits.
I hate that lap marker whenever you complete a lap. It goes right in your racing.
Make sure you stay for two. Back up and move forward to make sure it gets you. Colin, back up. Okay, there you go. Both are good. Both y'all are good. Go, Colin, go!
Many problem. Alright.
Top three all close together. This is not what Ryan wants to see. Is the Williams behind him. But what he wants to see is this race leader right in front of him.
Hey!
And that's what I mean right there. Smitty. Are you stuck?
Stuck.
Smitty.
Stuck.
Red flag. Smitty, you have to reset. Green flag in the air. Just be prepared to give a little. Whoa, some sliding in the back. Colin hard on the outside wall. Everybody still has to make a stop besides Ricky. Everybody still has to make a stop besides your leader.
It's telling us 30 laps. It's telling us 30 laps.
Fun. Why?
Yeah, and it too.
There we go. Oh, yeah, that's
There
right.
we go. No, it reset it.
I did. I fixed it. Okay, we're good. All right, so I forgot you two pitted. You guys are good. It's just your back two that need a pit. So now it becomes a race. Your fastest two have yet to make pit stops, and they have to make a stop at some point between now and the finish. And your front, or well, now Smitty's made it up to third. I thought he was further back, but Colin, Taffi, and Ricky have all made their stops. Whoa!
Oh my god! Red!
Red flag! Red flag! Red flag!
Flag froze in the fucking bay!
As we wait for the lights to go out again. Engines revved.
Alright, good luck.
No more collision due to it causing issues. Green flag in the air. Both front two got a very good start. Reminder that the Ferrari and the McLaren have to take a pit. Everybody else is good to the finish. Like I said, we had to turn damage off due to it, or not damage, collision off due to it causing some little issues with Smity going into the stratosphere. You guys will see that in the outro. So stay for that, as it's going to get interesting here tonight. Now it really is about who can make the least amount of mistakes. As there goes one right there for the Toro Rosso. Went wide through the sharpest turn on the track, but then Colin makes the same mistake at the following turn. It is going to come down to who makes the least amount of mistakes. As we get a lag spike going into the bus stop because everybody's stacked up. Third and fourth have to take a pit. Whoa, mistake out of Taffi! Not what you want to see. That's going to allow Colin to breathe a little easier, knowing the two behind him still have to make a stop. And Smity ducks in. Remember, you have to stay through two. You cannot just go after one. You have to stay for two.
Keep an eye on him. Better yet.
Yep, I am. And then you'll just move back and then fourth after your first one. Did you stay for two? I couldn't tell. I'm going to take his word on it, but if he's like miles ahead of Ryan, I'm going to have to call you down to pit road. Whoa, Colin clipped the wall! That is not what he wants to see! A mistake out of that Red Bull.
Hey, but... No, I'm kidding. I'm going into the pits.
Whoa! Big slap out of Colin as well. He's making mistakes left and right.
Don't worry. You're going to have a big lead. Don't worry.
The next closest competitor, because Ryan has to dart into pit road here, is 6 seconds back. Colin just needs to keep his cool. He can end the winless streak here tonight. One car around. This is what Colin has been needing here tonight, as circumstances to land perfectly in his way. As now the Ferrari darts down pit road. Back up and move forward. All right, go, 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 go. Let's see. Ryan versus Smity. Smity comes out of the final turn. This one's going to get close. Smity goes through. I believe that was Smity. It was. Ryan now has to put the pressure down. Smity had a very decent outlap. But this is now all about Colin. Can he keep the car moving forward? He has got a large gap. And the laps will tick by very fast here around Monaco. It is gonna get interesting here late, as I believe there was an issue for Taffi. The time has jumped dramatically from 6 to almost 13. There it is, 13 seconds. So Colin has just got to keep the car on track. Don't go around.
Mm-hmm.
This is his race to lose now.
Ricky pits.
Okay, Ricky back to pit road. Don't know why, but he went back to pits. So a second stop for the Williams.
Are you sure we're not talking about Hulkenberg right now?
Hulky Bulky, as you like to call
Yeah,
him?
Hulky Bulky. Yep.
Hulkenberg wasn't even in the sport yet.
Bulkies.
Ooh, Colin.
Wasn't my heart.
Has to keep it
What
clean.
Ferrari strategy.
Because here's the thing, if he can keep this thing moving forward, Smity and Ryan pretty much have to gain over 2 seconds to get to him. Every single lap. The good news for the two of them is since there is no more contact, once they get to each other, or Colin or Taffi, they don't have to worry about pushing them out of their way, make them into a mistake, force them into a mistake. Just drive. Focus on your race. But this has planted nicely into Colin's lap, but this also happened at Rockingham. Strategy also landed him the win there. Will it be a repeat? Will something happen here late that costs him the win? And yes, Colin, I'm sorry for manifesting that. Just reminding the crowd. I hope it doesn't. I would like to see you end your 13 race losing streak. Or 12, however many it would be at this point. I would like to see it end. And for you to understand why you should permanently drive Red Bull. Because Red Bull gives you wings. And only you wings. It gives everybody else anger management. Or, not even anger management, anger issues on track. They need anger management afterwards. As we have now ticked off a third of this reset of the lobby. Hate to do that, but that's what we had to do due to the contact issues that happened with Ryan and Smity. But this has worked out really well for the rest of the field. Whoa! Colin into the wall as he's approaching lap traffic. Ricky is right ahead of him. Not what you wanted to see if you were pulling for that Williams.
Nope, Smitty in trouble, I think. That's Smitty.
No, Smitty's going straight.
Yeah, Smitty was in trouble.
Did he go fully around?
Did he go fully around, dude? Completely around.
Okay, that's
cars,
two.
I think. Correct.
That's two. Alright, that's very troublesome for Colin. Now you've got to hope that Ryan, Taffi, or yourself do not go around. But if you're one of those other two, you want y'all to go around, kinda, I feel like, or especially Ryan. You want to see that happen because that's going to bring you back into this fight. As there's Ricky spun out again, but no caution. He has already counted. So Colin now taking a little bit of breath of fresh air. So he's just got to tick these laps off one by one, make as little mistakes as possible. Especially in the turns that can spin you around.
.121.
Because here's the good news. Still, Ryan and Smity have not made a big enough charge at him to even think about getting close to this win. The only one that is still in technical distance would be Taffi. But that would require Colin to just start making mistake after mistake and not spin. As he made one there! Cut the bus stop just a little bit, and that's going to penalize him a little bit on time. But the Red Bull trying to find its way to victory lane. Bit hairy through that turn.
Don't worry, dude. Run your race.
You just gotta take a deep breath, reset yourself. It is in your command. In your command. Prove that you can finally win a Formula 1 race. So close in Monza. Many races to go. Lag spike in the final turn, loses it to Jay, has the power to finally put that behind him here tonight. At the halfway point, and oh no! Colin has gone around! Caution flag will wave! As they're getting back to the grid here, ready to go green, they're not stopping, they're just gonna go. I don't know why I said the grid part, but they're ready to go green with a 6-lap shootout to the end, as Colin leads them to the green. He has gotta hope for that Ferrari and that McLaren to make some mistakes. As Taffi makes a mistake, they're off the start. Hit the slowdown area right there in turn 1. Not what you want to see if you were pulling for her tonight. It's still anybody's race, though. Any mistake can make anything happen, as Colin has the lead. And a little bit of a gap. But he has got to focus. He's got to put the laps in. It is no longer a 12-second gap. It is about a second. But the thing that he's got to remember, the cars chasing him down are also gonna be anxious. They know every mistake can mean the difference between a win and a loss. As Ryan makes a mistake there, every mistake can cost everybody this race, just like that! A little bit of an issue there for Ryan. Every mistake matters, and that's what I was talking about. Smity makes a mistake there, it's going to allow Colin to breathe a little bit better. He has just got to focus. Put the power down as Smity makes another mistake! This is what I mean! Keep your head down. That's all you have to do. A little mistake there, but not as bad as the other two have made, is another mistake out of Ryan. This is what Colin is wanting to hear. Is second and third battle on, making mistake after mistake. That is what that Red Bull wants to hear. As a big slide out of a McLaren! A tank slapper on the exit. This is allowing that leader just to creep away a little bit at a time. Smity again with another rear slide. Those back tires are not happy with him right now. He may have overused them. Now it is Ryan versus Colin. We've seen this battle happen many times, and it has ended in very horrendous ways for both parties. Whether it's the literal
Ricky,
zero...
do me a favor, shut up right now.
Yeah, Ricky, shush. Let me get back into the moment.
He doesn't need anyone cheering.
Let me get back in the moment. It can end in heartbreak for either one. Like that right there, the mistake out of Colin! But it still can hand either way. Any mistake matters now. But like I was saying, it can end in the fashion of Daytona .001 separating the two. It could end like Talladega with a crash that takes Ryan out of the finish. It can go either way. Focus on what's ahead of you. Focus on your race as Colin goes around. That will be incident number 1 recorded. Not what Colin wants to see. He's got to get locked back in. Get your focus back moving forward. Every mistake matters. They can still make mistakes. Focus on the road in front of you, not the cars
The
around
entire
you.
barrier.
Alright, that's 2 cars. 1 more for a caution. And that can reset everything. This late in the race, it could mean the difference for anybody. As now, Smity has got to get closing up to Ryan now. But that's going to be probably the most difficult challenge he's going to have all race long, especially if those rear tires are still angry at him. Oh, but every mistake matters as Ryan taps the wall. Oh, but Smitty's going to tap it even worse! That is what Ryan wants to hear, is mistakes coming out of the cars behind him that have the challenge to go chase him down. Every mistake is gonna matter, and Smitty's making a whole lot right now. Colin back on the charge for P2. The Red Bull taps the wall, but so does the other car. Oh, again, another hard smack by Colin. What Ryan wants to hear is all of these cars making mistakes like they are, like there. Smity taps the wall. Every mistake is gonna make a difference like that again. Smity just making careless mistakes, over driving the car. It's gonna allow Colin to get the look for him over second here. It's gonna be a hard fight to the finish as they're coming around to 2 laps to go here. They have to lock it in. It can go any way. The podium is up for very much debate right now as the top, or sorry, second, third, and fourth are all right here together as Taffi makes a mistake herself. She can put herself on the podium. Whoa, Smity with rear slide again. Those rear tires are still not happy. As Ryan hits the 2 to go mark, he's been in this place before, and it has also gone both ways for your race leader. He has won him in this position, he has lost him in this position. He wants to head back to victory lane bad. It has been a rough year so far. He is yet to find victory lane since December. As of recording this, remember that if he wins Indy, it hasn't been recorded yet. Or Charlotte, I think. I don't remember. I don't remember the order these things are going to be released. But as of recording this, he is yet to find victory lane. But that's obviously not what you want to hear. You want to get focused in. Don't want to think about the mistakes you can make. Especially when it can cost you something as big as one of the Triple Crown races of motorsport. As your battle for third now goes between the 2 Red Bull cars. The Toro Rosso challenging the main team. Taffi looking to overtake. Taps the wall. This one's gonna get interesting. As here they go. White flag in the air for the Ferrari. Keep the lap clean. Where you've got a 5-second lead. There is no reason to make desperate moves into turns now for if you're Ryan. Keep the car moving forward. Do not hit the wall. Do not go off track. That is the only thing keeping you out of the race lead. As a mistake out of Taffi there, that's going to allow Colin to clear for P3. Another mistake out of Taffi. Not when you want to make these mistakes as late in the race. That's what's going to hurt you. Just like that, another one. As the gap formed a little bit bigger now, we're going to head up to the race leader. As now you can see Smity closing that gap, but it's not going to be enough unless Ryan hits a wall. That is all Ryan has to not do. Do not hit a wall. As he clipped one there, but able to keep it facing forward. Only a few turns separate him and victory. Final turns! Ryan is finally gonna find his way back in victory lane!
The drought is over!
finally another win heads back to the Ferrari camp. And it is gonna be Taffi P3! She had taken it in the final sector over Colin! That one came down to the final laps. Every mistake mattered. P3 gets on the podium. I know that's not what you were aiming for tonight. I knew you were aiming for the win. But finally you got top 3. How does it feel to be on this podium?
From getting almost last place every single race I've joined and practicing almost every day this week, it's honestly really nice to at least get 3rd place. It's really nice.
I don't blame you. I really wish you could have gotten to the win on this one, but I guess it was just not in the cards for tonight.
Well, everybody else, other people raced better than me, but I'm happy for everybody.
You know
I'm glad they won.
That's fair. Well, I wish you the best of luck for the next event. And we're gonna move to Smity. Hello, Smitifer. I forgot that you have the weird audio right now.
Yeah.
Alright, P2, once again. I know that's not where you wanted to end up finishing this thing. You had the speed to go for the win. You know, what could you have done differently there at the end just to close that gap up to Ryan?
No, I think I really don't know what I could have done. That was just, it's not a good race for me overall. Just not really good enough on that end. I was catching into last lap, and I'm pretty sure it was 4 seconds, and the middle of the lap he was just keeping it safe, and I was full pushing. So yeah, I knocked it in half, and going into the chicane coming out of the tunnel, I got caught for corner cutting, so that kind of ruined any chance that I had. If I was good enough, I would have been not able to do that, but obviously best man won the race today. Congratulations to Ryan. Just don't like finishing second. Really wanted to win this one. Yeah.
All right. Appreciate you coming out here tonight as we're going to move to race winner. Finally back in victory lane in one of these F1 races. It's taken you quite some time. Montreal slipped through your fingers twice.
Yeah.
Was there any other one that we did with F1? I don't think so. I think you missed those two, and then you weren't there for Monza, so you finally get it back in victory lane with the red colors back in the Italian outfit. How does it feel?
What a race, man. Whew. Gotta hand it to it. All the drivers tonight raced clean as possible with how tight those turns were, because as much as Smity wanted to go for a dive into the bay, but honestly, can't blame him. Whew, I'm hot. But all in all, congrats to Smity for racing me hard. I appreciate 100% of the way. Congrats to Taffi for getting her first podium. What was it? Yeah, I just can't believe this drought's finally over, man. I want to take a shout out to my hater, Jay, for doubting that I was going to win tonight.
He was actively against you winning tonight. He was like, nah, don't let him win.
Yeah, I know. I like to shout out my hater, Jay. I really appreciate it, man. Anyway, I hope you did good at the go-kart race tonight. So if you didn't, sucks to suck. At least one person came out victorious.
Like the show?
But yeah.
It just gets ignored,
Good
okay?
racing, boys. Streak's over. Finally!
Alright. Our next recording for our races is going to be the Coke 600 at Charlotte. So that would be our next one. Obviously, I think for you guys, it's going to be already out by the time this one comes out. But if you haven't seen that one, and it's already out, go watch that one. Go watch the Indy 500. Go watch the rest of the races we've done. We've done a bunch previously. They go back a few years. Go watch all those. Whether you like Formula 1, F1... I just said F1 twice. I'm an idiot. Formula 1. If you like NASCAR, we've got plenty of those. If you like endurance racing, we've got plenty of those. Mazda, we've got one of those. We're going to keep expanding what we keep doing for you guys. I hope you guys have been enjoying these. And reminder, you guys will be able to join these things for pretty soon. So if you want to race with us, please join our Discord server. Come hang out with us. Check out the Twitch and Kick when these things are streamed live. This is Saxy signing out. See you guys next time. Bye, guys.
Stay crossing off my list. Got my money and my bitch. That's a check, 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 check. Got my mama there at the crib. Could retire off of this wrist. That's a